All right, guys. Justin Rose here with Bushido Mixed Martial Arts. Let's stir the pot. One of the comments that I get most often in my bully beatdown videos is boxing for the win. Boxing is the best. Boxing, 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 boxing. I'm gonna stir the pot, but I'm gonna keep it real. Boxing is a one-dimensional fighting art. Out of the striking arts, it is one of the least dimensional fighting arts. It is one dimension. It is striking with the hands only. There are no elbows. There are no knees. There are no kicks. But we'll get into a debate later on where boxing stands with striking arts. But let's talk about boxing versus jiu-jitsu. I would put my money on any high school wrestler over anybody with 2 to 3 years of boxing. Boxing loses hands down every single time to grappling. If you go to the UFC history, you will see James Toney, who was a multi-time world heavyweight champion, thought he was going to knock out Randy Couture. And Randy Couture did what every single person who trains MMA and every single person who trains jiu-jitsu knew he was going to do. He took him down in under 30 seconds. This is one of the best boxers in the world. He took him down in under 30 seconds, and he dominated him on the ground, and he submitted him in under 2 minutes. Might have been 3, but it was first round. Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather. There's a reason Floyd Mayweather would not get in the octagon or the cage with Conor McGregor. It would have been over in under a minute. There is no boxer on this planet that is going to stay past round 1 with any equally trained MMA fighter, period. That's a wash. Like, that's just a wrap. That's a 100%. You put 100 boxers against 100 MMA fighters of equal rank, and we're talking at a pro level, and it is a 100% loss on the boxing side. Now, I will even go so far as to say that you bring in boxers against my kids. I'll put in kids that don't have the boxing experience against the other kid, that don't have the years equivalent. But I cannot laugh enough at these comments of people that think boxing can beat grappling. Ask yourself this, for those of you still running around living in this bubble. What boxer has had the courage to get in the octagon with any UFC fighter? And the answer is none, since James Toney. James Toney is the last guy to do it. He was the first and the last, and there's a reason, because they will get humiliated. Not just beat, I mean humiliated. So let's take it down to a normal level. Show me a video on YouTube of a boxer. And I'm not talking about these manipulated videos where you got, pro boxer versus pro, and the guys, both of them are obviously amateurs. The boxer's not even trained. He's out there swinging wild, and he knocks out the guy that obviously has no grappling. I'm talking about if you take a legit video with a legit grappler and you put him against a boxer, you watch 100 videos, you're going to see the grappler take the boxer down, choke him or armbar him in under 2 minutes. In what world do you live in that you think that you're just trolling? You can't provide one single video, 1 ounce of proof that a boxer can stand with a grappler. So it's a joke to say any different. I'm sure bring the comments on, but just bring receipts. Don't come on here running your mouth with bullshit. Bring receipts. Every jiu-jitsu coach, every MMA coach who's ever had somebody come in their gym. Now, we value boxers. We value boxing as a skill set because we use boxing with our grappling. But when you see, like case in point, when you see one of my kids beat one of my kids, the kid with the glove on, fighting the jiu-jitsu kid, don't forget that kid is a trained grappler. He is a grappler. Now, he's supposed to turn his grappling skills off, and he's supposed to just kind of be a bully without training or grappling experience. But as my kids progress up, like my most popular video on there is 2 very high-level kids. Both of them are high level. They've both won numerous expert division gold medals, belts. Now, let me explain that for you that don't know. Let me explain it to you who don't understand what that means, because there's a lot of real ignorant people on TikTok. That means my kid went to a tournament against everybody else's kids everybody else is expert level kids, and choke them out or armbar them or beat them. We don't play the point game, man. We seek the tap. We're submission hunters. I can't stand points. I can't stand sport jiu-jitsu. But we do it because I think it's important and valuable for my kids to get the experience. But any coach can validate what I'm saying and back me up, that if your kid is winning expert division multiple times, multiple, I'm talking about for the last 2 or 3 years, that means your best kid, your expert, is better than other people's best kids and experts. And the kid that is in question in one of my videos is a multi-time, both of them actually are multi-time expert champions. And when I say multi, I mean like 3 years expert. There's question brought in about a choke with one of my kids, and they say the kid doesn't know how to choke. No, the kid that's being choked is a high-level grappler who knows how to evade chokes. He knows how to turn his shoulders. If you watch the kid pursue the back and his the way he moves, the way he flows, the way he transitions, you can see that he's a high-level grappler, the way he takes the back. Now, that kid was out for 2 months. He was rusty, and I threw him right in there, and I said, hey, you know, kind of teach him a little lesson for missing 2 months of class. I threw him in a bully beatdown with the best kid in the school, and the best kid in the school had the gloves on. So the best kid in the school is not supposed to grapple, but at expert level, I allow quite a bit, you know, takedown defense. I allow movement, you know, things that we don't do. He's still not allowed to technically do jiu-jitsu and do submissions. He's supposed to just use his hands. And he does. He uses his hands and he pounds the kid out, and the kid ends up losing, which happens all the time. You know, I mean, if my jiu-jitsu players won every single match, then what I'm doing is staged. I'm hand-picking opponents to make me look good. I pick opponents sometimes for my kids to lose so that they learn, so that they understand what it's like to lose and deal with defeat and know that they have to train harder, that they're not done yet. Keep working. You got to keep training, because on any given day you can lose. But make no mistake, they are losing to grapplers, not boxers. I've had boxers walk in my school and get mopped up. I've had black belts in karate and black belts in taekwondo both get mopped up by yellow belts, 16 years old. So, but when this high-level grappler outstruck one of my grapplers, he was using grappling. If a boxer or anybody with striking does not have grappling to back up their striking, it's done. It's a wash. It's just, you have to train grappling to fight grappling. But you don't have to train striking to fight striking. You don't. I mean, I think it's a good idea. Most of what MMA is about is because both people train, and you better be good at all of it. But most of your wrestlers and jiu-jitsu guys are going to beat an untrained guy. Now, I believe in being prepared, so I have my guys fight against guys trying to strike them. We train jiu-jitsu with somebody trying to punch us in the face. That's just so that we're prepared, because like I said, jiu-jitsu in itself has become so much of a sport, they forgot it was a self-defense. They forgot to train it in a way that is self-defense, and all they do is work for points. Now, some of those guys might get in trouble, but overall, there's no boxer beating a grappler, period. I said what I said. Bring receipts if you got anything to say. Appreciate your time, guys.